We're getting set for our final Olympic preview now on World Sport with Canada's newly crowned sliding world champion.
With the 2010 Winter Olympics underway in Vancouver, one athlete in particular is destined to set Canadian hearts racing, 29-year-old skeleton bobsledder Mellisa Hollingsworth. She became the first Canadian to win an Olympic medal in the skeleton with a bronze in Turin in 2006. After a fantastic season in 2009 that has just seen her crowned world champion, the Alberta native heads to the Whistler track with her sights set on Olympic gold.
I'm obviously really happy with how the season's going so far. 6 out of 7 races I've been on the podium, can't ask for much more, but still working hard, got lots to do in the next month before Whistler.
Among her achievements this year was gold in Königssee in Germany, and more impressively a new track record on a run which is usually dominated by the home sliders.
To use the word perfect in sliding, you wouldn't hear that too often, and I would have to say that my Kreisel was perfect, and I was ecstatic when I got off my sled, and I didn't know if I would be walking away with the gold medal at that race. I was just so happy that I achieved that line because it was a dangerous line. My coach and I had talked about it, and he didn't really want me to do it, but I did do it and I accomplished it, and that was an amazing feeling.
2 wins and 7 podiums this season, plus home ice advantage, makes Hollingsworth a genuine front-runner. The reality, though, is somewhat different.
The Whistler track's the fastest track in the world. My fastest speed has been 143 kilometers an hour, and I suspect that with the amazing track crew that we've got there during the Olympics that we'll be going faster. So that makes it exciting, obviously, and when you're traveling at those speeds, anything can happen at any point in the track, so you really have to be on your game. For me, personally, that track has been a bit of a challenge, to say the least, I guess, because before I slid on that track in 14 years, I had 2 crashes, and now I can't count on all my fingers and toes probably of how many crashes I've had. I've walked away with concussions, stitches, broken sled. A lot of my training has been cut short. I would say that it's an even playing field, really, when it comes to training on that track, and when you're sliding at this level, at the Olympic level, it really doesn't take the top sliders that many runs to be catching up to us anyhow.
Hollingsworth's perceived weakness on the Whistler track could open the door for her nearest rival, Great Britain's Shelley Rudman. But with her wealth of experience, the Canadian is all too aware of the challenges her competitors can bring.
My relationship with Shelley Rudman is a great one, obviously. We're friendly rivals. She's from Great Britain, I'm from Canada. We have a lot of respect for each other. I think we stand for the same morals and values in the sport, with healthy competition and doing things the right way.
One of the Canadians' biggest weapons against her opponents is the ability and willingness to navigate the more dangerous lines on a track. Not surprisingly, though, extra speed brings extra dangers.
For me, I like to let things go, and sometimes I get into areas where I get into trouble, where I get really high on corners, and that's just my style of sliding, and to me, I feel like that's faster. I'm not wanting to slide the safe lines anymore, and that's something that'll be really important for me to do well in Whistler, is to make sure that I'm attacking those fast lines, not the safe line, because I don't want to just get down the track. I want to be standing on top of the podium.
Despite almost quitting the sport in 2002, Hollingsworth is now hoping to cement her legacy in the sledding world. With a street already named after her in her hometown, who knows where a gold medal could take her?
It was a pretty big honor to have my hometown, Eckville, name an avenue after me. I think that's pretty cool. But right now we're trying to raise some funds to build a water park in Eckville, and so I've been donating any kind of sponsorship that's coming from my community back into the town. I know that these Olympic Games are going to be like no other. To see what an Olympic Games was like, and they're really a different animal. And I know, being in my home country, it's going to be different altogether. It'll be just me and my sled on that track at the end of the day.